Oh, boys, they've got me with this new event. Welcome to the channel, everyone. And new event, new summoning stuff is more or less the same type of an event, just new champions on the list. But tomorrow, we're gonna have the Orcs pet event starting. And even though I was not planning to go for it, it seems like Plarium completely changed my freaking mind. Now, probably you've heard me many times saying that there is one non-void champion that I really want to get on my account. And this might actually make me open the wallet. Because I haven't done it for quite a while. And I'm not super prepared for it. Hopefully, though, I will get some love from the game. Because for the last few summoning events, I haven't been too lucky with my pulls. So maybe all of it is just built up to this moment. But let's quickly talk about it. So today we have the 15x progressive chance for the Lizardman Day, right? Whatever. We already talked about the champions and all that. But this will end in 24 hours. So tomorrow with the Hero Pet event, we're not going to have a 2x. We're going to have a 15x, right? So that was kind of like expected. But we had no idea what champions are on the line. So let's quickly discuss about the new events that are coming. Personally, I am very tempted to engage even with the other event, and I hate it with passion. I just do not like those events, but I think I might have to based on whatever bracket I will get. So let's start with this one. Saturday, the 16th of August, they are planning to launch a champion training tournament where you'll be able to get a perfect soul for Ramantu, Drake's Blood, and other valuable goodies. All you need to do is develop your champions in any of the following ways: upgrading levels, ranks, ascending, and using skill tomes. If you manage to take the first place on the leaderboard in your group, during this tournament, you will earn Ramantu Drake's Blood's Perfect Soul. The higher your level, the higher the rank of the Perfect Soul you'll receive. Then, if you are level 31 to 40, you're gonna get the 3-star for Ramantu. If you're level 41 to 60, you're going to get a 4-star Perfect Soul for Ramantu. If you are level 61 to 99, you're gonna get a 5-star soul. And if you are a filthy mega degenerate Kraken gambler and free-to-play player that has been playing for a very long time and you're level 100, you're going to get a 6-star soul for Ramantu. And the minimum points required for this is going to be 20,000 points. I do want to get a 6-star on my Ramantu. 1 million freaking %. I am still using my lizard team a lot. I only have a 4-star on him. The 5-star will be a huge upgrade for me because he's gonna get an accuracy and he's going to get the speed, right? So that's basically the main goal. If I'm gonna be able to, I'm not sure. I'm pretty loaded in terms of chickens and all that crap, but the main thing is, do I want to put myself through pain and misery for like 3 or 4 days to do a champion training tournament? I'm not sure, right? Like I do have resources to get it done. I have tons of freaking brews. I have like 81 barrels. So I should be able to win it if I want to, right? But the main thing is, who will I have in my bracket? And second, of course, do I want to do it? Do I want to do it or I don't? But probably I will. Then, that will help me to get more points for the Orcs pet too. Because right here, you gotta get gear. And if I get gear for the champion training, I'll be able to get some points for the Orcs pet. And maybe, even though I do not have it planned, I might end up in getting Packmaster from the event, right? Which, I guess, why not? Now, let's quickly talk about the summoning events. This Friday, the 15th of August, they are planning to launch a progressive chance event, giving you at least a 15x chance to summon the champions of your dreams from Ancient Primal Void and Sacred Shards. The very first champion on the list is going to be Freya Fate Weaver. Very solid champion, both PvE, PvP, Hydra, Live Arena, Siege mode. Overall, a very nice champion. Nice passive. You have the cleanse, the immunity, the thermometer boost, the shield, the increased defense, provoke on the A1. I personally love the champion. You can either build her with very high resistance and immunity and stone skin, or you can build her with stone skin and high resistance, or you can even do a cheeky damage build on her and catch some of your enemies off guard. But overall, Freya is definitely a very solid champion. Then we have one that, honestly, I do not remember the faction for this one, but we're gonna do some detective work, and is Amoch the First Satrap. Amoch. Now, what does that name say to me? Amoch, a lizard. I thought so. So this is the newish support that they've released probably like a month or so ago. Leech on the A1. You have the decreased resistance, pain link, decreased speed, healing. You have the block debuffs, removes any debuffs from all allies, negatively affecting the stats. So not crowd control and poisons and stuff like that, but is still more or less a good cleanse. He is kind of like aimed to be a Chimera champion. I think he's decent-ish. I haven't personally tested him out. It's pretty hard to test random support champions if they're not like busted to be like, oh my god, this champion is crazy good. But it seems to get decent reviews, and yes, Chimera is definitely the place where I would try to use him. Now, either you're gonna go with Merciless, with Relentless, Impulse, Reflex, up to you, but that's kind of like what you're aiming for. Then moving on to the next one, we have On the Priest Brogni. I know some of you guys might like him to try and pair him with Titus. Why not? I think he's still a good champion. I'm not really using him much. He was great for my Faction Wars hard mode because of the buffs, the shield, and everything else that he does. You can build him with a bit of damage. The thing is, I feel like out of all of the champions that we have in the game, he is the hardest champion to build if you're trying to maximize everything in his kit, because you want to have accuracy to strip buffs, to put the HP burn. You want to have attack, crit rate, crit damage to up the shield. You want to have good speed, decent survivability. Heck, a lot of stats, okay? And shield can work on him, bolster can work on him, but it really depends what's kind of like your main goal. When in reality, he kind of like has one main goal. Boost that freaking shield, right? But not a bad champion whatsoever. Then we have Dune Herald Zaharis. That is a barbarian. Decent support, not something that I would be going crazy for. Attacks an enemy, has a chance to steal thermometer, has a chance of applying a debuff spread effect, taking 2 random debuffs from the target and placing them on all enemies. Then attacks an enemy. Before attacking, has a chance of stealing all buffs from the target enemy. Then applies a buff spread effect, taking all buffs from this champion and placing them on all allies. This is actually a nice skill. Then places immunity, block buffs, sorry, and block active skills on the target for 2 turns. So nothing about immunity. And then you have an intercept stack on an ally with immunity and increased speed on all allies. So overall, pretty good support-ish champion. You do want to have him pretty fast to make sure he's going to be able to support your team very often. Then, moving on to the next one, guys. That's where they got me. That's where they got me. Fyna Blade of Aravia. She is on the 15x progressive chance. And please, RNG Jesus, make it that I get her, okay? I want her. I need her. Please drop on the account. I don't have a lot of shards. Probably I'll have to open my wallet, at least to hear a legendary from each one of the freaking shard. But damn, man. She is my most wanted non-void legendary in the game. I'm actually a bit surprised that she's on the list because I know they're kind of like talking about support characters and all that. But hey, I'll take it. We want to see them more often on the summoning events because it's so hard to get the faction unity champions. But she's just so crazy for a lot of content. Chimera, Hydra. I mean, she's a PvE queen. Increase attack, increase crit rate, increase crit damage on all allies. If you have another high elf, bang, you're gonna get an extra turn. If you have 2, even better. With this skill, immunity, block damage, counterattack, resets the cooldowns of all of the target skills on a 3-turn cooldown. I mean, the heck, what else you want? The passive, allies deal 25% more damage when attacking out of their active turn when you have 1 high elf in the team. If you have 3, allies will ignore 5% of the target's defense for each buff on them. So it can get really, really nasty. And a good speed aura. This is a pretty good cooldown skill as well, sorry. A chance to increase the cooldown of a random skill on the target ally, but not great versus bosses. But when counterattacking with this skill, teams up with a random ally. Bang, you have an ally attack on it too. So yes, I will most likely open my freaking wallet like a filthy degenerate gambler that I am. But hopefully I'm gonna get her, because if not, I'm going to be pretty damn sad. That's all I'm saying. Then, talking about Void legendaries, guys, we are going to have Warlord on the list. It does make sense, right? Since we're talking about orcs and stuff like that. Still very strong. I'm not really using him much. I am using him in Tag Team Arena. I am using him in Siege modes, Curse City, Faction Wars. So I guess I am using him pretty damn often. But I am not using him as much in the regular arena and live arena. But still very, very strong. Stone Skin and Speed, Perception, whatever you might have available to make him super fast with high accuracy. Then we have Sexy Man Cardial. Really, really good champion. A very powerful kit. I have mine built on a 9-piece protection set for the Hydra team. You can definitely build him on different sets if you want to, but he brings in a lot of buffs, which is great. And I have him built for damage. Full crit rate, a bit of crit damage, some attack. He's really, really powerful. Then we have Raiho Bone Spear. Very solid champion as well. And I am using her in a lot of different areas. I wish one thing, and I wish that this decreased crit rate would have been decreased speed instead. She would have been so freaking OP for the Chimera. Insane. But you want to build her on a 9-piece set from the Siege mode, right? Because that will boost the damage a lot. She brings a lot of debuffs, 5% for every debuff that you land. So let's just say you cannot stun bosses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 debuffs. 25% additional damage if you build her with a Feral, right? So that is pretty damn crazy. And very good passive. Healing, cleansing, continuous heals. What else you want from her? And then we do have a few epics on the list, guys. We have Sepulture Sentinel. Good epic champion, not super OP as she used to be at the beginning. We have Grizzle Jarl. You can definitely live without him no matter what content you're doing. Then Massilia Mage. Still good, definitely. I find myself to use him only in the Curse City, to be honest. I don't think I'm using him anywhere else. But progression-wise, he's great, don't get me wrong. Then we have the Man-Eater, for whoever is looking to make that unkillable team. He's the right dude for your team. And if you want to build a team with Dracos, you kind of need Man-Eater in there to make it work, okay? Warcaster and Dracos, no, you won't be doing a good team. That sucks. You're gonna have unkillable for the waves, but you won't have unkillable for the stun, which can absolutely demolish your team. Then the final epic is Skytouch Shaman. Still really, really good. Iron Twins, whatever you need a big healing. Like, she generates a huge healing, cleanse, revive on that. That's pretty much everything for the events that are coming this weekend. They definitely got me with that Fyna. I know a lot of you guys are literally in the same situation with me. I'm already looking at packs. This is definitely coming home. Nothing else very juicy. Oh, heck, I don't even have the gem pack, you see? That's because I haven't really been spending in a while, guys. But that's about to change tomorrow. Either way, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching. And I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.